A high school girl was murdered, her body placed in a bizarre position on the rooftop railing in a highly conspicuous location. The police had only one suspect, a young man with intellectual disabilities. Finally, the day came when the police arrived to make the arrest. Ted, who had developmental disabilities, was loaded into the police car. His mother saw what was happening and desperately chased after them. She ran behind the police car for blocks, but could only watch helplessly as her son was taken away. Ted was brought to an interrogation room. The officers first tricked him into removing his pants, then made him bite into an apple before kicking it to pieces. They intimidated him, saying that if he didn't answer honestly, he'd end up just like that apple. Ted was so terrified he didn't dare move and could only comply with their demands. Two more officers then entered the room. They produced the only piece of physical evidence in the case, a golf ball found at the scene with Ted's name on it. When questioned by the police, Ted, with his intellectual disability, couldn't remember anything and was unable to defend himself. Eventually, the officers presented him with a confession statement. It even contained detailed descriptions of how the crime was supposedly committed, needing only Ted's fingerprint to make it official. Before long, Ted was finally allowed to see his mother. She first asked with concern whether he had been hurt, then asked him heartbrokenly why he had confessed. But Ted thought his mother was blaming him and lost his temper with her. Unable to get any answers from her son, she had to find another way. That night, she waited in the pouring rain for the officer who had just gotten off work. She got into the police car and pleaded desperately, saying her son wouldn't even kill a cockroach, let alone a person. But the officer impatiently replied that he had already signed the confession, so the case was closed. She was devastated by his response. The next day, Ted was taken to the crime scene for a reenactment, and the entire village came out to watch the spectacle. The small area was packed with people. Under police guidance, Ted used stones to strike a dummy, then placed it on the rooftop railing, recreating the supposed murder. Meanwhile, his mother could only stand in the crowd, handing out flyers while saying sadly that her son had been wrongly accused, but no one paid her any attention.